So I don't usually post videos about food. This is probably going to be a one-off. But today I fancy having some fish cut and rice because I love rice. So here's what I've done. By the way, I got this baking tray from Sur La Table and it comes with a top. Hold on a second. And my God, when this is covered, the flavor that it produces is incredible. So I just feel like cooking fish with vegetables. So here is sliced bell pepper, red, green, and yellow, cherry tomatoes with some onion and grounded garlic, some cut garlic as well. Right now I have black pepper and salt grinded over this, or yeah, that's it. And I love this seasoning as well, right? So it's Aromat. It's really popular in France and it's by this brand called Knorr. So I'm using that. I don't really measure how much I put in. Having an African mother, she just would always just, you know, sprinkle over, and then as you cook, you just taste it to make sure that it's fine. Like I said, I don't really measure, so I just sprinkle. I use my eyes for the measuring. And I always like to add a bit of oil. Again, I don't measure. I do it with my eyes. Now I'm gonna mix all this together, right? And I'm gonna use the same seasoning, a bit of that also for the cut. Show that, please. Yeah, so right now I'm gonna put this in the oven for like 20 minutes covered, which will cook the veggies a little bit, and then I'm gonna put the fish in to cook it because I don't want my fish to be too mushy. So right now, as is, I'm gonna put it in the oven. I'm gonna cook it for 20 minutes and then we'll come back to it. Pause. And there it is.
Okay.
So if there's something I love is garlic. I love garlic. I love to crush garlic and put in almost everything. I know people don't like it sometimes about their breath and all of that, but I do. And you don't have to kiss me, so you don't have to worry about it. So here's my black pepper again. My husband likes to season everything with black pepper and salt, so this is obviously an honor to him. Like again, like I said earlier, yeah, he's shaking his head right now, but anyway, I'm not wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna film or season that film. And with this one, solid. Like I said, I don't measure. I just put a little bit. And this is just basically my seasoning. Right? Sometimes I might put it in a container and cover it and really shake it around to get the seasoning in. But I have time today, so I'm just gonna let it sit for the duration of the vegetables cooking in the oven. And when it's a little bit cooked, I'm gonna spread this on top, right, of that. So I'm gonna let that sit. Voila, finish. I'm also cooking black eye beans. Right, I love beans. When I was growing up, my mom would cook this all the time with palm oil, but I'm not gonna do that today. I've actually got some vegetables as well that I'm gonna add to this to cook. And yeah, that's the World Cup playing in the back. So I have olive oil here, and these are already like chopped, mixed. Bell pepper, green, and yellow and red with cherry tomatoes, onions. Everything's already mixed, so I'm just gonna put that. I'm gonna let it cook for about 8 to 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna add my beans to it. Now this is where I typically add my seasoning. Again, I like to add a bit of seasoning like Old Bay a little bit, just to give it a little bit of flavor. Italian seasoning. I just like the spices put together for this. And look at that already. So beautiful. I'm gonna let that. Oh, let's not forget a bit of salt and pepper. Yeah. I'm actually gonna add some Calabrian chili to this, which I'm gonna cut because I like a bit of kick to my sauces. But for now, as I cut those chilies, I'm gonna let that boil. Doesn't that look beautiful? I'm gonna drop the fire a little bit, and in 10 minutes, I'm gonna add those black-eyed beans in there, and that's gonna be like a side dish as well to the fish with vegetables and rice. And if you're wondering, hold on, what kind of rice I'm gonna cook, this is one of my favorites, and you can find that on Amazon. All right, it's delicious, this rice. Okay, so as stated, this is so nice. So I'm going to be putting this in here. I don't like to get rid of the stalk, so I'm going to put the beans in there. And then I'll mix it and then decide how much stuff I want to put into this after. So this is just a little seasoning for the beans, you know. Sometimes I can add tomato paste, really make it tomatoey. But today I don't feel like that. Hold it. I just want to, I need a lot of tablespoon. So right here, I'm gonna add some stuff. And just let that cook on low heat. Now let me just take a little taste. Very nice. In 10-15 minutes on low heat, this should taste delicious. Delicious. Okay, 20 minutes in the oven. Very nice. See, there's sauce, there's juice. So now I'm going to place my fish over it. Seasoned already. Good. Nice. And I never leave anything wasted, so we're just gonna drizzle the remaining. Now sometimes I might actually put lemon over this, but not today. I'm gonna save it till when we're serving the dish. And I'm not gonna leave it in that long because let me tell you, when this cover goes on, it cooks so fast. And so this is called le Creuset. Non, c'est pas Creuset. Non, c'est quoi? Creuset. Okay. I've got it from the French guy saying le Creuset. Oui? Oui? Okay. So I'm gonna put this in the oven. Hold on a second. And we'll see in 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Okay, ready? now we're gonna put the rice on. And the beans is also cooking superbly. Wow. You're definitely ready to serve this. Okay, I got my beans. I got my rice. Good. And now my fish. There you go.